Today, we are visiting a 2-month-old gallery located in the middle of Bangkok. Gallery Oasis is a small gallery in Sukhumvit Soi 43 with an ever-changing collection of movies as well as exhibitions. As we enter the gallery, we are greeted by a unique patterned facade design. The exhibition we are visiting today is a bronze sculpture exhibition called Eden by Piyatat Hemmatat. The exhibition revolves around the biblical serpent and the apple of Eden. These two figures represent the concept and questions the existence of sin. Hemmatat wrote, "If we hadn't tasted the apple, there'd be no creative ideas, no weapons, and yes, no art." Hemmatat's artworks effortlessly combines the tiness of the religious ideas into the biblical aspects by using figures like prasiwa and even rainbow fabrics tying around the trees. By combining both Thai religious concepts with the concept of the Eden garden, the apple, and the serpent, he creates an overall contemporary and abstract concept that leaves for the viewers to interpret for themselves what they want the artworks to mean. And here are some examples of his artworks.
It's as if the bowl sculpture titled The Egyptians by Piyatat has drawn influence by the famous bowl sculpture The Thinker by Auguste Rodin during the 18th century. The form depicts a man concentrated deep in his thought to the point where each detail of his muscle seems stiffened and unrelaxed. It is a timeless, universal piece expressing a very simple concept. Piyatat's bowl sculpture shows a man sitting but a more relaxed posture. The light and shadow of the figure present an interesting outline view from all directions, quite similarity to the thinker. The overall static form gives a feeling of timelessness as well. Both the sculpture, although the different size, depict a man deep within thought with a play on lighting and contrast. Rodin thinker is a more stiff posture while an distant man of Piyatat is thinking in a more relaxed position.
This is a sculpture depicting Lao Kun and his sons being crushed to death by two serpents. It is a famous marble sculpture in the early 1st century and is found in Rome in 1506 in the Hellenistic period. The bodies have been entwined with the serpents, showing dynamic movements of the form of the classical human anatomy and the serpents' bodies, typical in the Greek-style sculptures. The sculptures hold immense details and emotive qualities, expressing the sense of suffering and pain of the people that are being crushed by the serpents. Comparing with the bronze sculpture by Piyatat, the body of Prasiwa also smoothly transforms into a serpent form, intertwining the body. But instead of having an ideal classical anatomy feature like the Greek sculptures, it has a contemporary twist to it, both physically and conceptually. The emotionalism is not apparent, yet it leaves for the viewers to interpret the religious figures on their own.
The bronze sculpture titled Morphing by Piyatat is comparable to the unique forms of continuity in space, a 19th century futurism bronze sculpture by Umberto Boccioni. The sculpture represents a unique introduction to the idea of dynamism. The pose is both graceful and forceful. It shows the sense of fluidity and unending infinite space. It celebrates change and modernity. Its abstractivity is similar to Piyatat's sculpture in that the human forms in morphing are slowly combining. The form and shape is highly abstract, fluid, and dynamic. We can almost imagine the movement of the sculpture as if it's alive. The modern concept is also comparable to Umberto's sculpture.
The apple bomb, whose sucking hole is a cultural gateway through which we enter the world, implies that marijuana, also known as the gateway drug, is a gateway which opens us to the world of sins and in some aspects, creativity. It is comparable to Mario Duchamp's famous ready-made foreign installation artwork from the Dada movement, where a concept is that anything has potential to be interpreted as art. Art no longer has to be about pleasing aesthetics, but it can be one's personal opinion or statement to question something. Both of the artworks have a sense of going against the conventional art, like previous standards and definitions. Both have a conceptual meanings, and it is up to the viewers to interpret and relate to the artwork.